looking forward to hearing your hungry appetite for new books, and so that we can start pitching to you loads. Thanks, Tom.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So, I was asked to do this talk, and initially didn't know what to expect really, who I was talking to. I'd started a PowerPoint presentation, I had some intro music, I had everything planned out, but...
Did you really?
Yeah, I thought I could do a history of me and how I got into publishing through haircuts, because I frequently change my haircut and everyone always comments on it. I guess as a guy you change your hair quite quickly and then it goes back quite quickly. So yeah, I've been through the mill in terms of haircuts. So that's who I am, Tom Witcomb, the agent with the most haircuts per year. I work at Blake Friedman, which, as Jack said, is a pretty prestigious agency in London. It's actually older than me, born in the 80s as I was. We're both children of the 80s. But so we've got Carol Blake and Julian Friedman, Harley Blake and Friedman of Blake Friedman, who started in 1982. They were married. They're now no longer married, which neither of them will really ever let you forget, or each of them forget. So that makes meetings and agency meetings quite fun. We've got 5 book agents. Carol Blake, Julian Friedman, who's also a film and TV agent, Isabel Dixon, recent addition Juliet Pickering, and me. Another recent addition in terms of agenting, but I've actually been there for 5 years since I graduated, which obviously, as you said earlier, makes me really ancient. Been there half a decade. So, as an agency, we're pretty broad in our scope. Each agent having a fairly broad range of clients, literary, commercial, historical, whatever, non-fiction, fiction, children's, YA. But broadly speaking, Carol would be your go-to for commercial, Isabel for literary, Juliet for sort of non-fiction and commercial women's fiction, branching into, and Julian, he, as I said, he sort of spans 2 areas, so he's sort of unfocused is the wrong word, but he just has a bit of everything from everywhere. A massive focus on the agency is foreign rights. We rarely do world rights deals, so we love getting as many languages and territories and whatever as we can. Manu Joseph's Serious Men, for instance, which is this kind of witty, subversive book about a guy who's a PA to a genius, but is actually cleverer than him, who starts this sort of media campaign in India telling everyone how his son is a genius, even though his son's kind of not a genius. It's quite funny. It's sold 3 times in India, so we've got it in Tamil, Malayalam, and English, which is pretty good going considering how rife sort of piracy and things like that are. So we really focus on foreign rights and getting as many deals as we can. And we've just got a newly appointed foreign rights manager, Louise Bryce, who has worked everywhere forever. So we're really sort of amping that up. We're quite a collegiate agency, so as you'll get one agent, for instance, I will be your agent, but really you're getting 7 agents because everyone reads everyone's stuff, everyone knows the ins and outs of every client. I don't know how that is at other agencies, but I just know that's a particular focus about it. It's a very important point of we know I can sell you one of Carol's books and Isabel's and mine with equal gusto. So So yeah, that's quite fun. I do have notes, by the way. I make a lot of notes.
How does that work then? How do you all know each other's stuff?
One of the, I mean, we read in all our spare time, and we also we share so much. Like we have an agency meeting once a month where we tell each other about the deals done and all these new clients coming in and new, you know, it's a chance for piss up basically, but it's quite a constructive piss up. So we just have some wine, have some food, and just talk about everything that's gone on in that month, because it's quite easy to scribble away and just do your own thing for 6 months and talk to no one. So, but we force ourselves to do this. We also make our authors do. I'm sort of giving away the tricks of the trade, but we make our authors do a questionnaire for each book, which gives like a blurb of important points about everything. So we basically have crib notes on every single book, which is amazing when it comes to like book fair times. At book fair times we don't have like a meeting, oh we're only going to talk about my clients or Isabel's clients or blah, blah, blah. Everyone just comes and we talk about everything. So it comes in so useful, and yeah, so that's just a major point of ours. So yeah, and then we have film and TV in-house as well, so we're right next to the film and TV agency, so they know everything about all the books. How I got into agenting, I used to actually work up the road at a place called Deliverance, which is a gourmet takeaway, just giving them a plug, gourmet takeaway company, and yeah, well, yeah, we did used to have Julian Banjos as the hold music, which I sort of...
You didn't?
Yeah. Sort of knowing the context of that, you're kind of a bit like, And also, the hold music is mostly given to people who are on hold making a complaint. So the last thing you want when you're making a complaint is really, really loud banjo music in your head. I'm not sure how many sort of drop calls we got. I'm sure it sort of gets rid of a lot of complaints because they're just like being sheer anger.
I wonder what you can do to them.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to I did English literature and film at uni, but that was mainly just because I loved reading. It didn't have a massive purpose at the end of it. One of the failings of the British education system, another talk obviously, is they don't give you sort of a vocational point. Anyway, so came out of doing English thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Had moved to London with then girlfriend who was just starting studying and got a job at a call centre. I then went to work at that call centre. Within 6 months was made manager. And the marketing manager there is the now wife, then girlfriend of the brother of the best friend of Ollie Munson, who used to be at Blake Friedman, now at AME. So yeah, that's the connection. She said, you know, do you want to work in publishing? I said, what's publishing? But yes, okay, fine, did 3 weeks, which turned into 3 months, which turned into 6, which turned into 5 years. Yeah, I've now been there for half a decade. So I was the receptionist, the tea boy, book department assistant, and then was assistant to Isabel and Julian in equal measure. Just helping them out with basically doing the legwork while they went out to lunch. That's not true. But yeah, just so I've just been brought up through everything and have done the whole sort of going to lunches with editors and authors and bringing new clients into the fold and all that kind of thing. And then recently have been given the opportunity to start developing my own list, which is obviously a lot of fun. It's kind of, after about 6 weeks of being an intern, was like, yeah, okay, this is pretty fun. We sort of, they drink a lot, they swear, they do all those fun things. It's not a very dowdy office. We have a lot of fun. So yeah, developing my own list, which my main focus is YA and children's, but that's partially to plug a gap that Blake Friedman has, in that we've dabbled a bit and we have clients here and there. Andy Briggs, for instance, Alex Scarrow, David Gilman now writing another children's standalone books, Graham Gavin, Edward Carey, you know, all these, but sort of 5 out of 250 clients that we have. So, and that's sort of what I love. I really love children's books, I really love comic books, I really love all that kind of stuff. So, that's that. But that I'm not, you know, defining myself as just a children's and YA agent. I recently took on my fellow client, who has written this amazing, charming little, it's sort of several love stories wrapped up into one, and it's about love's won and love's lost, centred in a cafe in a, she's from Western Superman. She's from Western Superman, works in a cafe, author. So it's set in her cafe, and it's about the people that come in and out. There's a gay couple, but it explores how the gay couple got together, and all encompassed with another love story about a girl, the waitress at the cafe, falling in love with a boy at the cafe. So I've got that. I've got a client who's written a book about the statues of London coming to life. So there's a nice sort of YA good adventure romp through London, and now I sort of can't go anywhere and see a statue without thinking that's going to come to life. I just came back from Rome, actually, which is like walking through a museum, and was astonished that nothing moved when I sort of was half looking.
Have you sold those?
Not yet, no. As I said, I'm a very new agent, so and they're very new clients. I sort of didn't want to. It's taken me a while to start getting clients, but now they're sort of just rolling in as I'm getting a bit more confident about what I want and what I like. I've been able to cherry pick. I've been in quite a privileged position where I've been able to earn my keep by being an assistant, which has allowed me to sort of not have the pressure of commission and things like that. So I'm able to, really, really cherry pick and take my time over things and get stuff that I really love. So they're just coming through. In the past 6 weeks, I've taken on 3 clients, which